sent out drones to do recon over the area.
How many are there?
I don't know, a few dozen.
Did they spot you? What's their trajectory?
I don't think they've located the ship. Thank God we're on auxiliary power. Otherwise they would be all over me by now. Hang on, I got visual. Yep, they're flying drones. They're ignoring the ship, so we're good for now. But I don't know how we're gonna take off with these things in the air. They don't look too friendly.
Well, they aren't. We've seen the damage they can do. Remember that camp?
Right, so now what? You can't even get back to the ship.
I don't know. Give me a few minutes. I'll try to figure something out.
Okay. It's a miracle they can't pinpoint my radio signal.
Just lay low. I'll call you soon. That wasn't here before.
Try to get rid of that stone head that's blocking your way to the outside. Use force if you have to.
That won't get me past it. Novak, are you seeing this? The stoneheads are the drones.
What? Then get out of there, quick!
Hang on. I don't think it wants to attack me. In fact, I don't think it can even see me.
Hey, then maybe none of them can detect you. You can walk back to the ship after all.
Sure. Would you take that bet?
No way.
Nor would I, so I'll have to find another way to get back.
And we have to figure out how to take off with all the drones in the air.
Right. I'll try to think of something. Powell out. It looks like it's scanning the area, but for some reason it doesn't seem to notice me. There's nothing else I can use here. These parts came from a metal structure or device. They have hardly any damage on them.
Check out that panel in the star chart room. Check out that panel in the star chart room.
I can't open it with my hands. It's screwed to the wall. I've opened the panel. It's way too deep. I won't even attempt to go down. It's spinning really fast. It's an access panel. I can't get it open with my hands. It's some sort of circuit board. There's wires going into it. I've disconnected the wires, but the ventilator is still running. I guess this is just a monitoring circuit. I'll need to override it somehow to stop the ventilator. I've overridden the ventilator's controls with the drone's controller, but the ventilator is still running. It looks like the board has power now, but it needs to send the appropriate commands to the ventilator's systems. I guess I should program it somehow, but there's no buttons on it. I've overridden the ventilator's controls with... It's displaying an alien symbol. I can't use that to override the ventilator controls. I've worked out which pins I need to bridge and have attached 2 wires to each one. Now I can send command codes to the ventilator's systems. I think the ventilator is stopping. Novak, check this out.
It looks like a hangar or a repair facility.
Probably. I don't think these drones are operational. I think I'm safe in here for now.
That's great, but sooner or later you need to get back here somehow.
Well, walking back is out of the question. I wish I could fly back to the ship like them.
Hang on. Maybe you can fly back.
Say what?
Well, this is a long shot, but can't you take one of those drones and fly back here?
Wait. Do what now?
How big are these things?
About 3 meters tall.
I think you could fit inside.
No, Novak, this is crazy.
No, it's perfect and elegant. You just mingle with the rest of them and fly straight here. It's the perfect disguise.
Okay, I admit it. It sounds good. But trust me, it looks a lot more difficult from where I'm standing.
Well, that's kind of your problem.
Appreciate the empathy.
Do you have a better idea?
Well, no.
Well then.
Okay, I'll see what I can come up with. Powell out. Looks like someone wanted to make sure nothing gets through this door. Looks like someone wanted to make sure nothing gets through this door. There's an entrance to a hidden room behind these heads. The weapons are useless. Looks like there's a few parts missing here. I made some modifications, bridged the connections, and installed the servo controller. It's a mess, but it'll do the job. I've installed a replacement flight controller computer, but I won't be able to fly it manually, so it needs a guidance system too. I've installed a replacement flight controller. I hooked the makeshift scanner to the drone's systems. It's crude, but I think I'll be able to home in on our ship's location. All the electronics are in place. It's welded shut. Boy, someone really wanted to make sure nothing gets through this door. That won't unweld the 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 door. It's dry. There's a trail leading towards the exit, but then it suddenly stops. It's dry. There's a trail leading towards the exit, but then it suddenly stops. Holy crap, this corpse is not human. It looks like it was stabbed to death. It's still warm, so it must have happened recently. Uh-oh, that means that whoever did this could still be around. It's a workstation with computer screens and all kinds of tools. I think someone was trying to figure out what these drones do and how they work. Looks like someone was running diagnostics on this unit. Looks like people have been hiding out here for a while, long enough that they took the time to put together this bunk. All the electronics are in place. I shouldn't mess with it anymore. I've installed the energy cell. All the electronics are in place. The weapons are useless. I've installed the energy cell. Looks okay to me. All essential systems are online, but I can't fit myself in there. How do I make some room? All essential systems are online, but I can't fit myself in there. How do I make some room? The graph displays electromagnetic radiation and power output versus time. Everything looks normal. All essential systems are online, but I can't fit myself in there. How do I make some room? It's held in place by nuts, so I can't remove it with that. It's held in place by nuts, so I can't remove it with that. The weapons are useless. It's held in place by nuts, so I can't remove it with that. It's held in place by nuts, so I can't remove it with that. It's held in place by nuts, so I... It's held in place... It's held in... It's held in place... It's held in... I've removed the weapons to make room for myself in the drone. This is where the weapons used to be. All the electronics are in place. All the electronics are in place. All the electronics are in place. I shouldn't mess with it anymore.
We need to figure out a way to deal with all the airborne drones. They're gonna be on us right after we take off. So scan that other one in the hidden room. We need to figure out a way to deal with all the airborne drones. They're gonna be on us right after we take...
I scan this drone, and if I'm reading this thing correctly, They are vulnerable to EM discharges. Novak!
What's up?
Look at this. This drone received a high-energy electromagnetic shock and it knocked out its power supply. I think we can exploit this.
Hang on a second. Let me check something with the computer. Alright, I've got it. We can use one of the damaged engines on the Morningstar to create an EM pulse. The right engine still has some plasma in its buffer. Polarize it, and there's your EM pulse.
Okay, but how do we trigger it?
I haven't got that figured out yet. Anyway, you still need to get back here first, so we've still got time to think about that.
Well, alright. But let me know if you have something. Powell out. The graph displays electromagnetic radiation and power output. Looks like this drone is totally busted.
Get back to the ship.
The drone is ready to fly, but I can't take off in here. I need to move it outside. I managed to separate the two wings of the door. I've unwelded the two halves of the door, but it still won't open. I guess they're just stuck. I can't wedge it into the crack. I can't use that to pry the door open. I can't use that to pry the door open. I can't use that to pry the door open.
Get back to the ship.
I've unwelded the two halves of the door, but it still won't open. I guess they're just stuck. I can't use that to pry the door open. Finally! I pushed the stone head outside on the trolley. Novak, I'm back. Get ready for takeoff.
Hey, you made it. Are you alright?
I'm fine, but I might have alerted the drones to our presence by breaking formation, but I don't know for sure. Don't start up the engine until I'm done with everything. I'll detach the engine from the ship so we can eject it after takeoff. Does the ejection system work?
Luckily, yeah.
Alright, I'll repair the main engine, repair the reactor, check to see if the algae sample can be used in the hibernation system, and detach the right engine.
Sounds great.
See you soon on board. It's broken beyond repair. I have no use for it. It's empty. Several cables seem to be loose. They must have been torn down when we crashed, and most of the conduits are fried. I need to cut the supports that hold the engine so we can eject and detonate it. I need to cut the supports that hold the engine so we can eject and detonate it. That won't help me separate the engine from the ship's hull. I use the welding tool to separate the engine from its supports. Now it's ready to eject into space.
Analysis of sample confirms positive match for hibernation fluid nutrients.
Did you hear that, Novak? We can use this stuff to recultivate the nutritional fluid in the hibernation system.
Sounds great. Keep at it. We're almost out of here.
I've done my share of analyzing for today. 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 There's nothing more here. I don't want to put that there.
Repair the main engine.
I need to fix the engine. The engine doesn't need that part. The engine doesn't need that part. I've installed the plasma injector. The engine is ready to fire. I have replaced the faulty plasma injector in the engine.
Repair the main reactor.
The engine doesn't need that part. The engine doesn't need that part. It's beyond repair. I have replaced the faulty plasma injector in the engine. I have replaced the faulty plasma injector in the engine. It's humming peacefully now.
Repair the main reactor.
The ship has very little power, and the reactor is offline. I will need some extra power to start it up again.
Novak to Powell.
Yeah?
I've compiled the flight control interface while you were working, but I still can't move, so you'll need to hook up a touchscreen in front of me, so I can fly the ship manually.
Yeah, about that. Still no idea how I'm gonna pull that off.
Oh, crap.
Now what?
The drones just changed course. They're closing in on us. Get to the cockpit and install that screen. We need to take off now.
I'm on my way. It's an endless desert. I don't want to attach that to the console. I don't want to attach that to the console. I don't want to attach that to the console. That doesn't need gluing. I don't want to weld that. He has no use for that. I don't want to attach that to the console. I don't want to attach that to the console. I don't want to attach that to the console. I should remove this from its mount and install it on Novak's console. There.
Finally. Initiating launch.
Wait, What about the damaged engine?
We'll eject it as planned.
What's the point? There's no way to detonate it.
There's no time for this. They're coming. Worst case, the engine will distract them.
Well, it's a long shot, but, hang on. What if I take a shot at it once it's jettisoned?
Do whatever you want. I'm taking off.
Alright, I'm gonna get back to engineering. Try to keep it steady, will ya?
Fine, just go.
Alright, Novak, I'm ready. Hit it.
Finally! You son of a bitch. Throttling up. Powell, they're coming. Get ready. Hang on. Powell, grab onto your ass. Here goes.
Novak, I'm gonna get in position to fire. Let me know when we're far enough to detonate.
I guarantee you it's not going to work.
Just give me a countdown, damn it.
Seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Mark.
I told you it would work, didn't I?
No, you told me you're gonna give it a shot, and then...
Dude, I just saved our asses.
Did you just call me dude?
Aw, come on. Not with the captain crap again.
Crap?
Novak, you know what I like about you? Absolutely nothing. Now get me a cold beer.